staff.
We will call the meeting back to order. Thank all of you for cooperating and for the participation of all of you that have visited with us today. We do appreciate that. Next item on our agenda is comment from other elected officials. Judge, anything at all? Anything on behalf of the sheriff? Okay. Thank all of you.
I'd like to say that we're on schedule to invoice everybody October 1st and get ready to start collecting our property tax.
Okay. Thank you. Chuck, next item is the consent agenda, and included on the consent agenda is approval of the August 28th meeting minutes and approval of accounts payable and payroll for August of 2018. If you desire, we could remove anything from that. If not, hearing no opposition, we'll consider those items approved.
I make a motion.
Second. Motion and a second, we'll deal with that. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. All right. Consent agenda items are approved. Thank you. We have nothing under old business. Under new business, let's first consider a request for appropriation for Farmers Banquet sponsorship and at the Chamber of Commerce. This banquet is a long-standing tradition of the Chamber. I think that they abandoned it for 3 or 4 years, but are starting it back.
For several years.
Several years. Starting it back, they invite the farm community in, families to come in and enjoy the banquet, and they make presentation, just a fairly small way of expressing appreciation of our community for the impact of the farming community and farm families on our communities. And so they don't ask for them to buy tickets. The tickets are given to those families, and so they need sponsorships to make that possible. Is there any of you have a wish to sponsor this? I certainly recommend that we do at some level.
I'll make the motion.
Motion that was sponsored at $1,000, or was it 100? I don't know. We had talked about, what was the level we talked about?
You did
The
not
levels
discuss
are
that with me,
from-
but this is the levels.
The levels are from up to $99, 100 to $249. I threw you off with 1,000. I'm sorry. 250 to $499, 500 to $999, and then 1,000 and up. And I didn't mean to complicate that. 250 would probably be a reasonable amount that we may have given in the past. I don't recall. But what do y'all wish to do?
I never know. First time it's been done in years, so I don't really know how many.
I'll make a motion, we do the 250.
Okay.
I'll second.
Any comments, questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.
And that's gonna come out of our contingency.
Out of contingency, and all of you will be invited to attend. You and your spouse, you're certainly welcome to attend. Thank you. Next is consider a resolution to reclassify County Road 21 and County Road 7. Lynn, that's under your area. What you got?
Just this, we're trying to get this reclassified as a major collector, in order to secure, state and federal funds, that need to be a major collector, and this road warrants it. We did this on, I believe, Shreve Road, recently, and that's, I think, the last one we've done, but, it's just a reclassification for that.
That issue came up a little bit in the comments today, major collectors and what that means. The federal highway system identifies by category major collectors in our counties, and we have a limited number of miles that can be considered a major collector and thus eligible for federal highway dollars. And it's a variable map. It can change from time to time as circumstances change or as you have needs on certain roads, but it does have to meet certain criteria, and this just allows us to apply federal dollars, which is a part of our budget, to these particular routes. And again, this is a standard practice that's been going on for many, many years, just to maximize the benefit of the federal dollars that he mentioned that we get. 500 and what, 25?
$535,000
a year. All right.
I make a motion that we accept those two roads as major.
All right.
Collector.
Motion to adopt the resolution to reclassify those two roads to the federal aid system. Is there a second?
Second.
Questions on that for clarification? All in favor say aye. Opposed, same sign. Thank you. Next is to consider the Sarcoa South Alabama Regional Council on Aging contract. They provide services to senior citizens throughout our county, often working hand in hand with the county and the cities. There are senior centers, as you may know, in Andalusia, in Florella, and Opp, maybe another one or two, I can't recall. But they serve all county citizens that meet the age restrictions and such. And Sarcoa provides those and a number of other services in addition to that, but we have a standing contract. Ms. Karen, tell us what this is about.
This is a $13,000 contract with Sarcoa that they will reimburse us in monthly distributions of that amount, and it helps to furnish our in-home service program.
Okay.
We do report expenditures to them and get proceeds returned.
All right. Is there a motion to enter this contract?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion and second. Questions on it?
No.
Okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. And next, Karen, I think is an item under your part of the agenda, considering the resolution for ACCA Workers' Compensation Self-Insurers Fund.
Yes, the association has been offering us the opportunity to sign through resolution, agreeing to contract with them for our workers' compensation 3 years at a time, and we are allowed to get a longevity bonus for doing such. So this one will be through September 30th of 2021
Okay.
for workers' comp.
So this is, we have to take this step to have any chance of qualifying for the bonus that you referred to, a rebate, if you will, of premiums. And so certainly that's, it's to our advantage. The reason they promote it is to make us safer work environments, safer workplace. Is there a motion to adopt this resolution?
I make a motion.
Okay,
Second.
second, motion and second. Any questions on it or comments? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay. And next is consider an agreement with Power South. Commissioners, you were handed late the final version of the agreement. I know had Karen and Stephanie both working on that. Anything that you want to point out, or anything that is there a change in it we need to be aware of?
Just that Power South, again, is willing to assist the commission in doing $40,000 worth of projects, and there's a list on the last page. And in turn, we as the commission agree to continue our good faith contribution by coordinating and overseeing the projects that are listed in Exhibit A.
I think that was a specific request of a
Yes.
couple of the commissioners that made it palatable, acceptable. The grand total of estimates on the projects is $39,998.57. Commissioners, you have that before you. You certainly can take a chance to review it if you would like.
I've read it, and just
Okay.
so everybody knows, this is sort of a pass-through from Power South to the commission and in turn to Point A. So I would make a motion that we enter into this agreement, and also on that motion, the first invoice has been turned in for $12,800, that we go ahead and pay the first invoice on that.
And
Since
those-
we're getting the
that
money.
invoice is for approved work that was on the list or
Yes,
whatever?
it's approved
Okay.
work that's on the list already.
So you've heard the motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, motion and a second. Questions? Anything you need to have clarified? And again,
And from this point forward, for clarification, Mr. Johnson on that is he's gonna complete the work, and the county's gonna check off on the work. Power South's gonna check off on the work. Power South will in turn send a check to the county, and we'll send a check to
okay,
Mr. Johnson.
all right.
I think this is something that's been needed clarifying, and it's got a lot
For a long
better.
time. Yeah.
I think it's been needed.
So we have a motion and a second. Any more questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. All right, that contract is approved. Next item on the agenda, unless I'm looking at the wrong one, is reports from the staff.
Oh,
Any-
you got one
No.
more.
We got one more.
What did I miss?
Yeah.
That's
Contract renewal.
I'm sorry.
the contract with S&W Mini Computers, and that's for the Revenue
Okay.
Commission and appraisal offices. They have a hardware and software contract. This is
So, there's a need to consider renewal of the S&W Mini Computers contract. It's a maintenance contract?
It's hardware, maintenance, and
Okay.
software.
It's all of that. And I'm sure the recommendation is to renew it.
Yes, it is.
All right. Is
Per
there-
request from the Revenue Commissioner.
Is there a motion to renew this contract?
I make a motion, we renew it.
So we can stay in business?
Yeah.
Pay taxes.
That's
That was a
definitely.
second. I
Get the
think.
money.
He's fitting to start collecting, we need him something to collect with.
Okay, motion and a second. Any questions on this? You need anything clarified from Mr. Patterson or the administrator? Or if not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay. Forgive me for getting lost. I had, I had notes I'd made and brought. The agenda changed, so I was working off an old agenda. Now, reports from staff. You had 30 seconds to think about it. If you want to share anything or raise anything, you certainly are within your rights to do that now. If not, commissioners. I do think we want to, just to go back to the public hearing part of the meeting, I think we made it clear. I think it'd be appropriate for us to adopt a resolution, and I know that doesn't satisfy, because there have been resolutions adopted in the past. But I think this commission should go on record, if it's our intent to move as quickly and judiciously as possible, beginning with work done between now and the visit next Tuesday in Montgomery to try to obtain funding. And I'd love to see us adopt a resolution declaring as a group, hopefully unanimously, that this is our priority project, so that the good folks that visited with us today understand that it's top of our list, and then we'll just bird dog it until it's completed. And in doing that, I think that although there are projects underway now, but if we looked at a new paving opportunity or a new bridge opportunity, we need to make sure that this is ongoing and moving forward. And it was suggested that we ought to be able to find an alternative funding or whatever the case may be. And I think when we go to Montgomery, I think we ought to ask for funding for the bridge. Absent funding for the bridge, then we need to see what we can get for an alternative route. And I certainly support that, and would entertain a motion to adopt a resolution setting forth those things. If Ms. Karen can put that in writing for us, if you're inclined to do that, or we can sort of act on it at a later time.
I agree. That's something we can work on between now and the next meeting. And
But I think we can adopt the resolution now, so we can take that resolution to the highway director, declaring this is our priority number one. Anybody want to make that as a motion?
I'll make that as a motion.
Motion,
I'll
Kyle, second. Any further comments or questions? I don't know that it was clear today in the comments that were made, but the engineer has ruled the need to close the bridge, but that's not vacating the road or the highway. That's a whole different animal. This is a safety move because of conditions, and then that's been concurred by ALDOT officials who inspected it at special limitation. And but this puts on record that we'll be moving forward. Any other comments, questions? All in favor? Yeah, go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
I don't want to cut off
go ahead.
comment.
Go ahead and make the vote. I was gonna comment on something else.
Something else, okay.
Yeah.
You had another comment?
Something else.
Okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
And I'd like for the minutes to reflect that I fully support that as well, even though I don't get to vote. All opposed, same sign. Okay. Kyle?
You go ahead, Jeff.
Well, I was just saying, I appreciate everybody coming. I wish more people would come when we didn't have such an issue at hand to be involved in the county government. I think that you would get a different perspective of the commission if you're here on a regular basis and people come and see what we do and how we try to conduct business, and you'll be able to see that we do work together. And we are concerned about every part of the county. Unfortunately, for the people in Red Level or the people in the South End or wherever, you know, we have to spread it out as much as we can, because there's needs everywhere. We're gonna be faced with the same issue for, I think we had 16 bridges that still have wood piling.
12 on paved roads.
12 on paved roads, so
wooden
it's gonna
piling.
come up again, and whoever's affected by that gonna be here doing the same thing that you people did. Hopefully we can get funding for this, and with the gas tax and other things that may come about, we'll have an opportunity to maybe get some money that we can start working toward these before it gets to the point that we have to close a bridge or something.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
I know everybody was here today for the bridge, but we do have Jacob Catricks here. He is the student council president at Red Level High School. I was unaware that he was coming, but I know he's expressed interest to my wife with working with the PALS program, with Frank in the coming year. So I think he wants to come and just see how our meetings go and get familiar with Frank when he returns from work. He's also, they came last year and talked about the recycling program. He's heading up the recycling program at Red Level. I think he's spearheading it on his own, so he's a hard worker, and he just wanted to come and be involved and see how a commission meeting went.
He also participated in the announcement a couple of weeks ago at the airport, so we appreciate your involvement in that and you leading that student body.
And we do have, and I know it's early for that, but I think November the 17th is when the air show is, they're gonna have an air show that people might start making plans to attend that. I know
Free.
it's
Free air show.
free air show.
Montgomery had one that cost to get in, so ours is gonna be free.
All right.
Any other comments? If not, motion to adjourn would be in order. Thank you, Joe. Second by Kenneth.
Thank you, sir.
Adjourn.